Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. Thank you, Milan, for introductions. And thank you, my friends from Xeeva, to be with us this evening. I really appreciate your time here. I'm very much technology-oriented person. My background is very technological. I have spent quite some time building and selling technologies. So I think I can speak a little bit about the impact technology has today on anything businesses do. But last 4 years were so different from anything I have, and I'm quite old, what I can remember, that we have had so many things happening in a very short period of time. Started with COVID, then the changes in the workforce and how the workforce and actually business is executed. Now, lots of political instability is happening in different parts of the world, which probably we never have thought about a couple of years ago. We see also very dramatic changes in the environment, right? And obviously, nowadays we see as a result of all these effects also economic troubles, maybe inflationary pressures, maybe pricing increases, etc., etc. So for us, in the technology, this could have been a good times, because obviously, as Mayank said, digital transformation was kick-started not by consulting companies, not by business needs, but mostly, unfortunately, it was kick-started by the outside pressure, by what was happening in the market. So for us, in the technology, we still see there is a huge potential. But how it is relating to the business, how is it related to the procurement and supply chain domain specifically? This is the question I am asking for almost 1 year. And I'm digging deeper and deeper into the procurement technology landscape and understanding more and more of the problems and the needs you people working in the procurement have. Really, the companies who have not been ready to jump on the automation, digitalization of their businesses, of their complete supply chain, of their procurement, and also all the other parts of the supply chain, they were caught short and they were losing very quickly competitive advantage. And new emerging players were coming up very fast. And this is basically just the proof of one thing which I always somehow thought but never expressed openly. Procurement is part of a business critical function. The same importance belongs to the procurement and supply chain professionals as to those who design the products, as to those who create marketing strategies and actually sell it as a salespeople, be it B2B sellers or B2C sellers. Simply because without materials, goods, components, nothing gets produced, nothing gets to be delivered or sold to the end customers. So in the end, procurement and supply chain, when we look at the value chain model, as we all know it from our studies, procurement and supply chain is the business critical factor. So what actually technology right now is trying to address is bring those basic functions to the same level as the functions which supported so far core business processes like manufacturing, like banking, like insurances, etc., etc. Those functions usually are well developed within most of the companies. But somehow the procurement supply chain, technology stack, skill set, and the governance around it was mostly as a second-class citizen within the organization. I'm not saying that this is a general picture, but in many companies this was that. So what I'm actually trying to achieve within Inside Plum with my partners like Xeeva is to bring procurement and supply chain function, thanks to the technology and our partnership with the partners, to the central stage of a company, to ensure business continuity, to enable people to act with the insights, what is happening not only in own market or own company, but around the world, because those are effects which are like dominoes. Something happens in the other part of the world, but it will affect your local operations very quickly. We help to create simulations or digital twins of the organization, so things which probably you will never try in production. You can emulate, simulate, model, and do what-if scenarios basically without consequences, but be prepared for the things if they happen. Let's hope they will not if they are bad, but what if? And obviously, automation, this is the basic function nowadays, and automation is still a big topic for many of us. Although automation is the thing which started this old class technology. New class technology is a little bit different. It's built around the data, not around the processes, but I think my colleagues from Xeeva will touch upon that a little bit more. And obviously, reducing the system cost. So, current solutions have limited business impact for all these reasons which I mentioned before. So I'm not going to repeat them. How Insight Plum is trying to help you in the procurement and supply chain domain. For me, very important is that we keep pace, or we keep in touch with the existing, let's say, leading technologies. So all the systems and tools and solutions which you already know and here are on the market for years. They will not disappear over 1, 2, 3 years. Customers will still need to use them, optimize them, build upon them, because transformation is a little bit more, requires more effort. However, if you want to be prepared for what's coming next in the procurement and supply chain world, we are trying to pick the best of the breed emerging technologies, which are addressing sometimes specific business needs, or they will, in my opinion, or in our opinion, sooner or later be able to address wider scope of your process. Be it overall supply chain, be it specifically in procurement, be it solutions which are looking at the sustainability aspects of your business, etc., etc. So that you, when you are searching for the right solution for your particular problem, you have in Insight Plum a trusted advisor who has seen, touched, worked and understood those different technologies. So this is one part of our objectives, and definitely it's my core responsibility within Insight Plum to look after these technologies and together with my colleagues deliver solutions based on these two technologies to you. So this evening is dedicated to one of our most valued and honored partners, dear to my heart, Xeeva, who basically come, as I said, from a completely different angle to solving problems within the procurement and supply chain. Instead of starting with the process automation, Xeeva is a company who is putting data in the heart of all what they do. So you may see, and I'm sure that the picture will be provided and shared by others from Xeeva. What you will find here, it's a modular solution which can, or starts basically with the spend analysis, but thanks to the data-centric AI-powered architecture, it spans full process from sourcing to payment. And being data-centric means that you can act with the insight. You have real-time view on what is happening within the supply chain, with your suppliers, and what is happening within your one of the core business functions, such as procurement and supply chain. To conclude my pitch, I think that without new technologies, procurement, supply chain will just really be more and more difficult to sustain. The reactiveness, the natural reactiveness of the procurement is something which was maybe even strengthened by the pure process automation point of view of many of the vendors of today. If the procurement has to play more active role in the whole company to provide real business benefits or real business values, you as a procurement professionals need to have real-time insights into what's going on and what and how will affect operations of the company. Those insights are only coming from the data. Internal data within the company, but also external data. So data coming from external data sources and which you should be able to analyze and put into context of your company, and put it into context of your KPIs or OKRs, whatever you measure. These technologies are needed to transform procurement from reactive to proactive, from a cost center or cost saving function to a business value enabler. So I will stop here. I will pass my word to my friends and colleagues. I think it's now time to thank you very much. I really appreciate you being with us. I hope this evening will be very insightful, and please be asking questions, be curious, learn, or inquire whatever you are interested in. We are here to give you answers, we are here to give you some inspiration for the future, and we believe that this will be time well spent with us. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.